Welcome back. Today, about 1 in 5 people experience a mental health issue. For some, it means life is a daily struggle. Today, we're sitting down with Sonia Wasden and her daughter, Rachel Sidaway. They wrote a book about Sonia's struggles with mental illness and the discrimination that they've faced trying to find help. So thank you both for being here and sharing your story, because I really do think it'll help a lot of other people. And Sonia, to anyone looking from the outside, they thought you had the perfect life, right? You were married to the CEO of a hospital, beautiful home, great family, and yet there was something going on inside that was very different, right?
Yes, I would be admitted to the psych ward and go to church the next day and no one knew. And there's stigma with mental illness that is still going on. After I had attempted suicide, a leading psychiatrist at the hospital where my husband was working and where they had taken me, never bring me back to this hospital again and take me somewhere where people didn't know us. And then an ICU nurse told me, you had just escaped damnation. And I thought, if I had cancer, would the doctor tell my husband, never bring her back to this hospital again? If I had suffered a heart attack, would the ICU nurse say, you had just escaped damnation? An Amazon review from a psych nurse said, after she read my book, she'll never look at her patients the same way again.
Wow. Wow. And the reaction is so different when people talk about a health issue as opposed to a mental health issue. And for you, you lived through that stigma firsthand.
Yes, yes, I have on many occasions and many times.
Yeah. Talk to us about you found your mom's suicide note.
Yeah.
How old were you at that point, and just explain how that happened?
So I was 16 years old and I was coming home late from like a friend gathering, and it was dark, and I went into the room, turned on my computer, and the first thing that came up was this Word document that was like a goodbye suicide note that my mom had written. And I first read it and just thought, that is so selfish of her. I just thought that. I thought that's selfish. I was super angry. And then after writing this book with her, I got to hear her thoughts during that time of my life as an adult. And I realized, oh my gosh, she didn't want to leave me or my family. She just wanted to leave the pain.
Right, right. What would you tell other people? I mean, part of the reason that you wrote the book was to get a message out there. What would you tell other family members who are dealing with someone who is suffering with mental issues?
I would tell them, don't try to be their psychiatrist or their therapist. I mean, ask me how I know. I've been there. I tried it. It doesn't work. But also, don't think that they're crazy or bizarre. Realize they're just a normal person that's sick. Because a lot of my mom's behavior seemed bizarre, but the great thing is, in the book, you get to hear the logic behind her bizarre behavior, and you actually walk away going, oh my gosh, I get it. Like how she got kicked out of a Michael's craft store or banned from my brother's high school. Even though that's so shocking, people go, wait, I actually get why you did that.
It makes sense once you understand the reasons behind it. Talk to us about why you wanted to write the book, because so much of it is speaking about this publicly makes a difference, right?
Yeah, I shattered the appearance of my ideal life, everything. Mental illness still has a lot of stigma, and I hid it for decades because of the judgment and didn't get the help I needed or fully accepted the illness. I almost died. And my dad did die from suicide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and as long as mental illness is going to kill conversation, it's going to continue to kill people. And so I would say to people, if you want to understand the conversation more, go to Amazon, buy my book.
And it makes a difference, because whenever it's out in the open, people can seek treatment and save lives, because there is treatment, right?
Oh, yeah. I have a beautiful life now. Beautiful life because I learned skills, DBT, dialectical behavior therapy. I got on the right medicines. I got the right support system. And I'm also able to talk about it now instead of hiding it and just having conversations with people to know I'm not alone. There's many people struggling with mental health disorders.
And talk about the reaction to the book. People absolutely have probably come up to you and said, this has helped my family in so many ways, right?
Absolutely. What we're finding is, because we wrote the book like a movie, almost everyone's reading it within a day because they want to see how it ends.
Right.
And it's becoming a book club favorite, and almost everyone that knew us that has now read the book is like, oh my gosh, I had no idea, but because I have read your book, it's healed my family. So a lot of people are finding it's helping them understand their siblings or friends as well.
And what's really incredible is you guys are on a mission. You want to go to all 50 states. You're visiting Pennsylvania because you're donating the book, right?
Yeah, we're donating it to Carnegie Public Libraries.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And of course, buy the book, but we really appreciate you opening up about something so personal because I know it will help other people.
Yes.
It really is inspiring to see you,
Thank you.
smiling and happy and wonderful.
It is possible. Many people with mental illness and those who love them are hopeless, but there is hope.
Great message to end. Well, thank you so much. An Impossible Life is available as a paperback or ebook on Kindle devices. You can go to our website, Pittsburgh Today Live, for a link to their Amazon page, and that's where you will also find a link to their website and Twitter page so you can follow along with their journey.